Hello, guys, dear friends. This is Carlo once again from the Fellowship League, and I want to greet you guys with my wholehearted greeting. Happy New Year! And I hope you guys with your families had a great celebration together, great bonding together. You guys had a great bonding with your friends, and also we hope you guys enjoyed your uh, present giving. Giving of presents or gifts also if you're still able to afford the gifts, good job. I hope you guys enjoyed your celebrations in your respective homes amidst this ongoing pandemic, which is still an issue until now, which I would believe it will still continue in the next year. So I hope you guys are safe. And with this, I'm back again with this examining life with Carl, and I would like to start this year with this topic, which is despised and I would say one of the most belittled um, words in the Christian faith, which is about faith. So the topic is faith. What's the use? Faith. What's the use? So, what comes into your mind, dear viewer, when you hear the word faith? Does it sound weak? It sounds weak. Why? Because it would seem that all of humanity would want to put their trust in something worthless and invisible. It is equally certain if a person you would trust is not really trustworthy, right? Why would you trust him in the first place? What more if it is a supernatural being, if he is really up there, listening to our cries? Yes, we simply belittle faith. We look down upon faith. In fact, we think faith is also something that you believe in, yet it cannot be proven. You believe in something which doesn't exist because you don't see it. Or you pray to this being, it didn't happen. Nothing happened to your life. According to G.K. Chesterton, the great writer of the 20th century, he said this: faith is always at a disadvantage. It is a perpetually defeated thing which survives all its conquerors. Interesting. It is at a disadvantage, but it survives all its conquerors. How can faith survive? How did it survive throughout couple of thousands of years of this ecclesiastical existence? The truth is that faith has evidence. That's how it survives. That's how it makes itself survivable. It can be proven. It is also one way that brings light and meaning into our lives, into our social life, and into our relational life. We all cannot live our lives without someone we can trust. I'm sure you, viewer, will affirm that. See, that would be devastating. We cannot live our lives without someone we can trust. We cannot survive alone in this life. In addition, looking deeply into the very word faith, it comes from the word pistis, which expresses evidence, substance of existence, and security of who-ness. You are sure that that person exists, and you are convinced that he or she is trustworthy, and you trust his or her character. That is faith. This is exactly the essence of Jesus Christ, who had shown to us the love on the cross. You see, he did not show to us that he just sits up there in the clouds and ignores our cries and he doesn't care about us. No, what he did was that he proved that he was the person for our lives, the love of our life and the life of all lives. He had proven, not just by evidence, but also by character, who God really is, the person of our faith, the object of our faith. So I would like to ask, is it vain that we put our trust in God, that we put our trust in Jesus? I would respond with a resounding no, because there are evidence, historically, experientially, empirically. Because Jesus Christ had shown and had given to humanity the greatest blessing that we have all been longing for in our lives, Himself. Faith in Him is one of the most meaningful things in life, starting from hearing and understanding His Word, applying and carrying it in daily life, and also reading it and meditating on it day and night. It is evidential in the person of Christ the value of faith, and its assurance of God's hand to guide you safely to the unknown. Speaking of unknown, I would like to cite King George VI, who, 1939, quite the inception of World War II, of the Second World War, spoke to the world at a very troubled time. He quoted this poem in his Christmas Day message. He said, I said to the man who stood at the gate of the year, give me a light that I may tread safely into the unknown. And he replied, go out into the darkness and put your hand into the hand of God. That shall be to you better than the light and safer than the known. I said to the man who stood at the gate of the year, give me a light that I may tread safely into the unknown. And he replied, go out into the darkness and put your hand into the hand of God. That shall be to you better than the light and safer than the known. I would like to close with this wonderful verse in Hebrews 11, verse 1. He said, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So, dear viewer, as you start 2021 and as you start persevering, building habits, new habits, simplifying, focusing, and creating something out of your gift, out of your talent, and going through the hardship of life. And I'm sure life will be even harder ahead of this time. I want to ask you this question as a foundational question. Have you figured out the person of your faith? Have you examined who Jesus is in your life? Come to Jesus, examine him, know more about him as your foundation, and you will have the greatest way to live an examined life. God bless.